For this crochet project, we are going to be using a 5mm crochet hook. So starting off, we are going to start by making a slip knot. When I make slip knots, I like to twist the yarn like this and then pull through the other side of the yarn through the hole. And this is what it should end up looking like. But if this is too confusing, here's another way you can do it. You're going to twist the yarn and pull it through. Put the loop on your crochet needle, and now we're going to begin. So we're going to start by doing 4 single crochets. And once we finish that, we're going to put our crochet hook through our first stitch. You're going to yarn over 1 time, and then after you yarn over that first time, just pull your crochet hook through. Now that we got that done, we have a base for the center of our flower. Find the hole in the center of your flower base, and we're going to be doing about 10 double crochets into this part. So yarn over, insert your hook into the middle, and then you're going to do the double crochet stitch. So how you do double crochet stitch is you yarn over, insert it into the hole, and then it should look like you have 4 loops. You're going to pull off the first 2 loops, and then the second time you're going to pull off another 2 loops, and then the rest of the 2 loops. I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to speed this up, but feel free to take your time when making this project. Your circle should almost look full but have a slight gap. So count 4 stitches up, and then you're going to insert your hook, yarn over, and then just pull through the remaining yarn. If you have your scissors nearby, you need to get them because now we're going to finish up the center of the flower. In my case, I'm going to be using this ring that has a blade to cut your yarn. So I like to cut it and leave a little bit of length so that way I can tie off my crochet piece. I would recommend tying about 3 knots to make sure it's secure. And don't forget that it's okay to take breaks while you crochet. So now we are going to cut off the excess yarn. If you got this done, give yourself a pat on the back because we're almost done making this 30-minute crochet project. To make our petals, we're going to start by inserting our crochet hook into our flower base and then pulling through the yarn. After you do this, you're going to need to tie a knot to make sure this yarn is secure and will stay on your flower base. And again, we're going to be doing this 3 times. Afterward, I like to pull it to make sure it's strong enough, and then cut off the excess string. But if you're cutting off the excess string, do not make the same mistake as me because I accidentally cut off all of the yarn. This was definitely a frustrating mistake, but when you're learning crochet, mistakes are one of the main things that will help you learn, so don't get too frustrated. Chain 4 single crochet loops. And after this, we're going to be doing 3 triple stitches. So now that you got those 4 loops, you are going to yarn over 2 times. Insert your hook into the same loop, and then we're going to pull through 2 loops, another 2 loops, and then you're going to leave 2 loops on your needle. Yarn over 2 more times, insert into the same loop, and you're just going to pull through 2 loops at a time until you have 3 left. Now for a spacer, we are going to do 1 single crochet, and I'll explain more in depth. So now yarn over 2 times, and we're going to insert it into the next crochet loop. Yarn over, and we're going to pull through 2, and then repeat this process until you have 2 more left on. We have 1 out of 3 strands to form our petal, so we're going to yarn over 2 more times, insert into the same crochet hook, and this process is very repetitive, so make sure to see what I'm doing and try to replicate it. Once you finish all the petals, you're going to count 4 loops up, insert your hook, and then you're going to yarn over. And then after you yarn over, you're just going to pull your hook through the other loop. And now this part is done. We are almost done with this flower, and to finish it off, you're just going to cut off the excess string and tie it to ensure that it will not come apart. So the next thing we're going to be working on is the border of this flower. Between every 3 strands there should be a gap, so look for that gap, and we are going to tie the string right there to start the border of our flower. Chain 4 single crochets, and now we are going to be doing 6 treble crochets into the same spacing. Yarn over 2 times, insert it into the space, and now we are going to pull the yarn through, and then yarn over 2 loops, yarn over another 2 loops, and then we're going to yarn over the last 2 loops. Now we're going to repeat this process 4 more times. Make sure to count how many strands you have, because if you have 6 strands, that means you did 6 treble crochets. So now that we have 6 treble crochets, we are going to do 1 single crochet as a spacer and then into the next space, you're going to be doing 3 double crochets. Do another single crochet, and then into the next space we're going to be doing 3 double crochets. This is where the corner is going to go, so do 6 treble crochets into the next space. So now that we have 6 treble crochets, we are going to do 1 single crochet as a spacer, and then into the next space you're going to be doing 3 double crochets. And right here we're going to do a corner piece, so we're going to be doing 6 treble crochets. I hope you're enjoying this video so far, and if you are, please make sure to subscribe so you can find more tutorials like this. And comment down below crochet buddies if you want a shout out in the next video. After you do the 6 treble crochets, you're going to do 1 single crochet for a spacer, and then into the next space you're going to be doing 3 double crochets. Do a single crochet and then do 3 double crochets into the next space. If the tutorial gets confusing, you can go back to the beginning and kind of see how we did it in the beginning. We are so close to the end, we're just going to chain 1 and then do 6 treble crochets into the next space. After completing your last 6 treble crochets, you're going to chain 1 and then do 3 double crochets into the next space. And then after this, we are going to count 4 chains up, insert our needle, yarn over, and pull through. If you have been following this tutorial, you are now done with your granny square. So make sure to share how it went for you in the comments and share any tips to help other people trying this tutorial. And if you want me to see what you made, make sure to tag me in one of your YouTube videos.